Starts off with like a kid looking across the view into a bookstore, and there's a book about space travel. And it's like at this point predated. It was a little bit like a fantasy TV thing, and they used to say it was silly to try to look into it. But then they move forward in the story, and they start with rocket scientists from Germany, I believe. And it's like these A4s and A2s and stuff, and they use the torpedo rocket part to like basically start off the space exploration. It talks a lot about media, like writers that were working for like NBC and stuff, and getting their big break. And Kennedy Eisenhower, and I want to say, I can't remember the other one. Lyndon B. Johnson. It was around that time, and they basically make it towards. I believe Kennedy was the one that seen the first space rocket liftoff when he was in office. It talks about that moment. It talks about how like they crashed the TV networks at a time. It talks about how different types of space exploration missions, like a Gemini is a double man mission, Apollo's a moon mission. I forgot what. I think 3 men, which is what they were trying to go to the moon with Lance Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and the other guy. It talks about a black man, James Edwards, I believe his name is. He was in the Tuskegee Airmen, and he tries out. Talks about how the first thing to go into space was a Russian satellite, Soviet satellite, Sputnik. And then it talks about how they went around the Earth in 80 minutes. And then it talks about how they, built aircrafts and things and was testing them with the guys, Buzz Aldrin, Lance Armstrong, those guys. And the other guy, I can't remember his name. Woody Allen, I think his name was. And it talks about how the Soviets weren't trying to cooperate with the United States to do space travel because they thought it would be a lack of security or like a bad security issue. I'm trying to think. I don't think I made it all the way to like the very end, but it talks about how they had like a mission issue one time when they were on the moon mission. They had to like do some oxygen thing with the suit to fix the issue they had out there on one of the missions. Talks about like space conditions of the temperatures is like extreme, so they had to have great technology and like be aware of stuff like that. It talks about a lot of photography from the satellites and like networks and how they started doing satellites with videos and pictures and stuff, and how they were taking pictures and getting videos and how that process went. And that's pretty much it. I always forget that one, but I wanted to put that one in there too. I was very proud that I read about the space exploration starting from before they even thought it was anything other than TV fantasy, until they actually took off with JFK in office, and all the networks started boosting. Like they got a lot of coverage. It talks about the journalism, how the journalism was a big deal and stuff, and not just like the science, but a lot of